is up, you guys? How's it going? Slightly new drip for me, but I guess if you saw the last recording I made, if I decide to release that one first, which I think I will, then you know, it's a slightly new drip for me. The update just came out, and Ultra Kill collab happened, so slightly new drip. Also with the update, we got a new pal, so I'm going to be running that fight twice. I hate to spoil it, but I did already run it once in a previous recording, so I won't be getting the achievement for beating it for the first time, because this is not my first time beating it. But I did grab a notepad, as silly as that may sound. Oh crap, I gotta feed all these guys, don't I? Alright, let's go to the fighting phase. I did grab a notepad. I want to take notes this time because I'm almost positive everything on the Ultras is just ×2, right? Is that ignorant of me to say, or is that correct? Oh, wait, let's go to the guild's chest so I can actually feed these guys and myself and Xenolord. But I believe Ultra is just ×2, so if this guy's health is 1 million, I believe the Ultra version of him would just be ×2, wouldn't it? It would be 2 million. So what I'm trying to figure out is if his shield breaks at 500,000, then at Ultra his shield will break at 1 million, correct? So I'm just trying to figure out all of his little quirks and jutsus and superpowers and stuff so that I can more effectively defeat him. But I do already have Hartalis, like I said. I did already defeat this raid once, and I'm just trying to map it out so that I'll be able to beat it in Ultra whenever the time comes, so that I can get whatever that cool headgear is that Hartalis comes with. I don't know what, I imagine it'll be a headgear. It's been a headgear every single time you beat an Ultra raid, you get rewarded with a headgear. So I'm imagining it'll be a headgear, but I'd like to see whatever the reward is for beating a Hartalis Ultra. So pretty motivated for that reason alone. I already beat it, so now I'm back to being 2 Steam achievements away from beating all the Steam achievements, which is Blazemut Ryu and the PAL Arena rank, which is going to be an absolute grind. But it's okay, it'll be worth it, I'm sure. I almost feel like, you know what, I am going to do it. Sorry, this is, I'll drop a timestamp, so I don't need to apologize. But man, this is actually really inefficient because I'm going to go right back to base and grab some recovery. You know what, no, I'll do that in between. The first match will be without him, actually. Sorry about that. And I'm going to just fight it in the dark. I don't even care. Kind of seems like it wasn't extremely helpful to have it in the back corner, though. So let's do this. Let's feed Xenolord and I really quick, even though Xenolord won't be attacking. Oh, it wasn't for Xenolord. I'm such an idiot. It was for yall. And I think I was supposed to have one left over for me, but I guess I shouldn't have it on, whatever. Y'all need to get out there. And then I need Xenolord and the Goblin back. And then let's hurry up and build a summoning altar. Like I said, I probably really don't need to... Oh, you can rotate while building now? Or you just couldn't align this thing even if you wanted to? How does that work? Alright, offer slab, and then I guess we could check out raid area. I really don't want to. I'd rather not. I'd rather be confident of the terrain and space that I have and all that nonsense. I'm happy with what I've got. Alright, so let's check this out. Sorry guys, I literally brought a notepad with me. I'm going to write it down. It starts at 909,000. Because I want to have this stuff better mapped out so that when I fight the Ultra raid, it'll be a little bit easier. 454,500. And then what shield does it get? Electric shield. Here. Elect. And then I'll get back in the fight for a little bit. It looks like it's... Oh, man. What in the world? Did it just kill my blazing look, dude? It's gonna kill my freaking blazing look. So if you don't destroy... Oh, my goodness. I'm this damage and so is Lord Zeno? Wow. I should have been paying closer attention and helping out because, man, no Bastigors at all died last time. Holy crap, this is really bad. No, Zaw died, so there's no fire attack. Oh, everyone's gonna... What? They broke the barrier anyway for ground attack? I'm so confused. Oh, and I wasn't paying attention, damn it. Alright. I think it was half of 454,000. I'm almost positive. Alright, so I know it goes down to 1. And then, oh god, this is insane, dude. And I can't move up or down, which is crazy. I can move up, I can't move down. And it comes all the way back to 909,000. Oh my goodness. And then what health does it get a shield? I should be shooting. I need to be shooting. I just don't even know where it is. Wow, I'm relying way too much on the basketball, obviously. They're getting whooped a little bit. I don't even know where the thing is. Oh my goodness, I'm embarrassed. Oh lord, that hurt. Knocked us out of the air, took some of my shield. Dude, is this an Ultra or something? What did I do differently? I mean, I guess I didn't give them medicine, but holy crap, we're getting dominated. When does it do its shield? I'm wondering. Y'all are vampiric. Y'all weren't even hurt last time. Y'all took like no damage at all last time. Is this all stemming from getting bodied by that electric blast? Oh wait, hold on. These guys are gonna do their jump. 227, 25, 250. That's so annoying. 7, 250. Start. I'm writing it down on my notepad, y'all. I'm not trying to. Dude, is it gonna? Oh my gosh, dude, this is ridiculous. 6 new raid boss pocket pair. I'm not even gonna lie. Dude is a little bit of a goober. It's all good though. Oh. Come on now. Where even is he? Why is he not attacking? What's going on? Man, what even changed from the first raid to the second raid? Because the first time I absolutely destroyed him. Uh-oh, is there going to be anyone awake to put them in the Palpagos? I don't think there is. I'm going to have to place a Nocturnal Pal. Why is the floor vibrating? That's not great. Oh man. I think there's supposed to be 2. Is there one awake that I'm not seeing? Alright, well I'm just gonna pray that's enough Bastigor. Is he putting them all in? Alright, will Zeno start putting them in as well? Alright, I think so. How long is it gonna take them? I only have 5 minutes. Bruh. I think they'll come back and do enough damage in 1 minute, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to risk it. Yo, what are you doing? Oh, I can sleep in this now, or it's not going to let me sleep because there's no... Oh, I can sleep through the night. Nice. Alright, other pals, wake up and help. Yo, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this is the regular version of this dude. This is insane, man. And I fed everyone a Mazarnia burger. We should all be slightly boosted. Oh my goodness, man. I can't even believe it. I just can't even believe we got whooped that bad by the regular one. Alright, so this is not gonna work. This is literally not gonna work. Most of these guys aren't even going to be ready in time. I waited too long. Wow, so you really have to make sure to destroy that shield. So Does the damage I do affect that shield as well? Because it kind of seemed like it. If I go out there and put a bunch of Neptiliuses, will they do it? They're all level 1. They're going to die immediately. Who am I kidding? Raid? Are y'all serious? Alright, I kind of want to catch the Eliza B. At the very least. Oh wait, no, let me get... Man, I'm just so frustrated right now. Honestly, with how this raid is going, with me completely missing the Eliza B and catching B guards instead, man, mental is not good right now. It's in shambles, if I'm gonna be honest. Man, I guess I could have just revived some of these mofos. Oh, get out of here, B guards. I'm so frustrated with you. Is there a Bastagor in here? I swear there's supposed to be one more Bastagor. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing the math wrong. Did I leave one at the base? Man. What do I do? It's not going to be enough time. Am I really... Alright. Oh, man. And I activated a meteor over here. I'm struggling. Alright, I don't even know, dude. I really don't even know what to do. This is just ridiculous. Alright. Maybe on Lord Zeno, I have a really good idea of what to do. Using ice attacks because dragon is effective against it right now. That's cool. I did leave one Bastagor. I knew it. Yeah, this is a ton of damage. I was just gonna be a coward and shoot from distance. It's a lag. Fucking homing missiles. But I'm actually not gonna leave Bastagor all by his lonesome. Yo, why is this thing freaking absolutely low? Feel free to do some damage as well, Bastagor. I'm just kidding. You're the only one that stayed in the hell of damage. Appreciate you. Or Zeno, you could hold it down as well. Don't be getting smacked out of the air by every little attack. This is nuts, dude. I cannot believe this made such a difference. I think I know what I want to do in the next raid to make it so much easier on myself. This is crazy. I can't believe I had to waste this much of my Coralum rifle. Anyone who's watched the channel, okay, bruh, knows how much I hate using this thing. It costs so much. I called it the Coralum rifle again, dude. It's called the charge rifle, but it costs so much Coralum to use. I accidentally call it the Coralum rifle, unironically. So what? It goes down to 1 health right here, and then it just does a big explosion, right? You just leave, right? So it killed my vampire, but okay, so it does die. And I got a ring of neutral resistance, which I don't think I've ever gotten before, and a stout fruit, which is decent. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh man, I can't even lie, this raid boss. A little bit stressful. Alright. Let's go to this recovery base really quick. All the other Bastagors should be nice and recovered. They're actually not, wow. But at least they recover while I'm gone, which is pretty huge. And then I think I'm just going to take this blaze in this Orcirc as well to make sure I don't fail to do enough fire or electric damage. I guess, man, if y'all see that first raid, it was such a large difference. That's crazy to me, all because I was able to destroy the shield on the first raid. That's absolutely nuts to me. Alright, really quickly, let's put this egg to hatch, as well as check one out, because like I did spoil at the beginning of this video, I did do this raid already, which, wow, I'm glad I did spoil it, because it was not that bad. None of my Bastagor took any damage at all in the first one. That seriously looks like the difference between Ultra and regular, and that was 2 regular raids that I had just done. That's ridiculous. Alright, let me put this egg to cook first things first, so that, you know, the 19 minutes we have to wait will be done by the end of the video. And I'll have a breeding pair by the end of the video. So I'll have to watch me go through this really quickly. Looking for a Neptilius with King of the Waves, but it's a little bit difficult because, you know, it's a diamond pass, so they don't come up casually. Check here. I appreciate anyone who stays and is being patient. Anyone who skips ahead, I appreciate you as well. Alright, so let's check one out. Bang, new pal. What is it going to come with? Savior. Savior and Coward seems a little bit. Can be ridden while mounted. Generates a barrier that blocks all attacks. Can triple jump when mounted. Gathering and lumbering. And is a neutral type. Savior. Wait, what? It's a neutral type? No. Dude, I thought this thing was gonna be a grass and water type based on the... Dude. I can't even lie. Now I'm really disappointed. You gotta go through all of that. Like, I get it. They're trying to include cool new features. They're like, oh, y'all like that? How, you know, Bellenwar Liberio comes back to life, and, you know, Blazemut Ryu comes back to life and changes types. Y'all think that's cool? Watch this. You know, I'll show y'all in the next one. But I'm just like, man. All of that just for a pal that's neutral type? Man, it's not even going to get the same type attack boost for anyone who's unaware. If a POW is the same type as their attack, so if Neptilius, per se, was to use a water attack, their attack will do twice as much damage because they're the same type as their attack. So if Neptilius were to use a grass attack, it would just do whatever damage it's supposed to do. But if Neptilius was to use a water attack, it would do whatever damage it's supposed to do, multiplied by 2. So it's a really large bummer that I don't even know its name. I don't even care anymore. That's crazy. What's its name? Jeez. Hartalis? That's a really, really large bummer to me that Hartalis is not a grass type. Man, what's with the grass and then the dark resistance? What's with all that then? Is that just to make use of the mechanics? Simply just to show them off? Or... I cannot even imagine what that is supposed to be for, to keep it a buck. Oh, I kind of ran out of room for accessories in here, didn't I? This is awkward. Oh, this is super awkward. Alright, well, I guess this goes downstairs. Now I have to run this all the way downstairs. Man, I'm a little bit frustrated. You have to do all of that, and it's a neutral type? Alright, well, let's at least go make the saddle, and I guess let's check it out. Man. I cannot even lie. I can't even hide my disappointment. Alright, and then we'll put this one in the extras. Yeah. Man, that was a neutral type. I was so happy to get a grass and water type PAL. That seems so cool to me. Alright, surely it's in the gold somewhere, right? This is the Seldisir, whatever it's called. Would it be in the purple or green? Why would a raid boss saddle not be gold? Or in the blue? Would it be in the purple or the blue? What's going on here? Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't unlock the technology point. Alright, Palpedia. Let's check it out on the Palpedia. Man, I mean, look how cool this thing is. It's a neutral type. Oh, alright. The silence is unsettling, yet strangely soothing. No one else remains. all have been delivered. O King of Salvation, carry me too into eternal stillness. The ancient text cuts off here. And then it's got these for drops. Dude, what a waste, respectfully. I mean, we have Fanglope, don't we? We have Starion, we have... Man. That one should have been grass and water for sure, in my opinion. I'm seriously so butthurt by that. I do want to unlock Hartalis Saddle. There we go. Surely it's in the gold, right? Yeah, I got you. Dude, why does this thing cost Coralum ingots? I have no Coralum left. Please, spare me. My God. Yeah, this is going to take 1.5 million years to build, but worry not. I will have some saline come and help me. So I will sip Bev in the meantime. Alright, surely I'll have some saline come and help me, right? I have 10 handy. Alright, yeah. Nope. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Where is the assembly line? Oh no, it's not an assembly line, it's a Palgear workbench. Which one is it though? Ooh, you. There. Man, that was brutal. I am low IQ. Man, and he's neutral? I just realized I had one of my headphones halfway off this whole time. If the audio is also butchered and the PAL was a bust, I'm really going to be sad. Then this whole day is just wasted. Whole day, all 24 hours just gone. Worthless. Alright. Let's give him a shot. Yeah. He's a coward. Not great. The Lord statue just looks so cool. Love the drip too. The wings look really, really good. Alright, is this an alpha version of the PAL or no? No, it is not an alpha. Pretty large for not being an alpha, I guess. Decently sized. Oh my. Alright, well it kind of just gallops. And then I don't know... Oh, this is how to use its partner skill. Alright. It says it blocks all attack. Can you sprint while using this? Of course you can. Oh god, using this next to accumulators is a little bit troublesome. I don't think you can turn it off. I think once you've activated it, it's on. Because I tried to... Alright, the triple jump is a little bit ridiculous. I don't know if Fanglope's is that good. Man, this just... I hate to be like a drag, but this makes me more sad because he's cool, honestly. He's so cool. Where'd my paladin go? I don't remember doing that. Anyway, he's even more cool. Generates a barrier. So I think maybe condensing him would make that barrier even stronger. Man, he would be so much cooler if he was a freaking grass type and neutral type. Oh, that would be so sick, man. Alright, let's fast travel to the recovery base to check on all the Mastigore really quick and then do that fight one more time. Man. I'm writing something down. I'm writing that he blows up at 1 health after the Dark Shield, and the Dark Shield comes up at 227,250 health. And then I'm gonna write 227,250 health is when the Fire Shield comes up for the first time. And after the Fire Shield, at 1 health, we get a full revive, which is kind of ridiculous. Alright, I'm writing all this down. so I can be prepared for even just the regular raid. Alright, let's start from the top. 909,000 is starting health. I gotta get good at editing so I can put some pictures so you guys know what I'm talking about. Or so it's just a little bit easier for everyone to visualize. And then 909,000 is starting health. And then when you get him down to half, which is 454,500 health, that's when the electricity shield comes up. Then if you break through that and get them down to half of that, so 50% health and then 25% health, is the fire shield at 227,250 health. Then if you get through that, get them all the way down to 1 health, we get a full revive all the way to 909,000 health again. Then when you get from 909,000 health all the way down to 227,250 health, that's when that dark shield comes up. Then goes all the way down to 1 health and does the kamikaze. Jeez, man. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to allow these all to be out of order. I don't think it's that big of a deal right now. I'm not going to fret about it too much. I don't want to waste too much more time. I'll worry about putting them back in order after. And then let's open up 4 spots, please. No need. There are 4 spots open already. 1, 2. Let's actually put them down in this lower corner so that they're easiest to use. And then that's actually pretty important. If I could sleep really quickly, that would be great. Can I? Ah, man, alright. I don't really want to fight throughout the night, and I think I'm going to have to. Did I ever grab that palladium? I didn't. Alright. Let's just go back to the main base and grab the palladium and then go to sleep. And then I don't even need to go all the way upstairs to go to sleep. I think I can just wait a tiny bit longer and then go to sleep in the recovery base. There we go. Man, I feel like I should feed the Bastigor again. Yeah, I'm going to. And then 4 more as well this time. 5, because I'm going to be attacking. 30 Bastigor, 2 Blazemut, 2 Orsurk, that's 34, and then me, because I'm going to be attacking, and then a defense on Xeno Lord, because he's going to be, Lord Xeno, because she's going to be flying, excuse me. Alright, let's go back to the recovery base, because that's where we can sleep. Timestamps, guys, don't worry, I'm going to these timestamps. Man, I cannot believe that raid was so much harder because I did not break the shields. It's extremely interesting to me. It's very interesting. You pretty much, it's really, really important. You have to break the shields in order to not suffer so much damage. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. In those earlier stages. And also I feel like maybe the fact that they still had some health potions on them the first time I did the raid might have helped. They had like 7 minutes of health potion left, so they were recovering a lot of health per second. Maybe that had a lot to do with the success of the first raid. To be fair, we broke through, I don't know why, maybe because I was being better about focusing my attacks on the shield as well. Do I damage the shields as well? I'm going to have to pay attention to that. I'll rewatch this recording for sure. I rewatch all of my recordings, to be fair, but not extremely closely. Normally at like double speed, and sometimes I skip through 10 seconds at a time. But I normally watch through my recordings at least once, roughly. So this one I'll have to rewatch really closely if I'm going to try to beat that Ultra Hartalis raid. That's going to be super difficult. I got it down to 300,000 the first time and failed because I couldn't break the shield, so I got done in by the shield on Ultra Hartalis. So I'll have to train some Blazemuts and some Orsurks and some dragons for that. Alright, and then put y'all in my party really quickly, feed y'all. And then I don't really feel like doing any Palpagos shenanigans, so I'm going to leave them out from the start, but that does run the risk that they could be killed. That does, you know, make it a little bit riskier. And then they won't be able to break the shields, which is pretty much what happened the first time, I think, actually. And then there might not be anyone to put them in the Palpods, which also would really suck. So this is for me, and this is for Xenolord, and I don't have to do that until the start of the raid. So hopefully it lets me sleep. Nice, nice. I did not want to fight in the dark. This guy is already hard enough to beat. And I didn't want these guys to not be operating the base, because they fall asleep at night. They won't be awake to put the pals in the Palpods, which is no bueno. If I need to use the revival base, then need people operating it. Pals, excuse me. Need pals there operating it. Alright. Let's put you right here. And then I think I like utilizing the terrain. I'll check out the new raid base eventually, but I think I like utilizing the terrain and being able to go back and forth in between bases. So let's hurry up and put out all of these guys, the Bastagor. I guess it doesn't really matter which order I put them out because they're already pretty mixed up. And then put out these 4. Let me hurry up and feed Lord Xeno. The defense, let me eat it. Dang, that didn't even fill you up. You're fat. Alright, let's do the base. Get out of here with Lord Xeno, and let's try to start doing some damage. You know what? Let me reload and wait for the shield, actually. I'm going to wait for the shield and make sure I'm hitting for the shield. That's going to be super important. Alright, where is this mofo? Right here, right? Right in front of me? Where's the shield? Alright, I'm shooting. Where's the shield? I don't even see this fool. Alright, the shield is right here. We're shooting, we're shooting. We broke the shield. Alright, massive. Massive. That was really big. Alright, so I need to pay really close attention when that shield is up, because I'm almost positive I can damage it. Alright, and then... Oh, why am I not paying attention? I know the numbers of when the shield comes up. 227,000, so I don't need to reload for just a second. Alright, I took some of that damage. That's okay. Alright. I'm reloading. I could probably drop half a clip before needing to reload. Do I have eyes on this thing? I think I'm in. Alright, reload, reload. Get ready to shoot the shield. Get ready to shoot the shield. Alright. Oh, they broke it immediately. They broke it immediately. Nice. They all did their jump. Alright, so it gets a full revive. I don't think it does damage when it comes back. I should be good now, because what? It just gets a dark shield, right? I hope they can all just... Oh man, that sucks they're wasting their attacks on it when it's not even fully revived yet. Alright, so at 227,000, it should do a dark shield. Because right now it's most affected by dark damage, I think. As a neutral type. Alright, so I need to stay on top of it right now. And keep putting out really large... Nice. You guys can do your moves, that would be great. Keep putting out really large amounts of damage. Alright, now you guys see, none of these... Wow, that's so much damage. Holy crap. That was a lot of damage. That felt really good to watch. Alright, so 227,250. That's when the dark shield is coming up. Where is this thing? I don't see it. Okay, it's right here. Shoot at it. Shoot at it. Shoot at the shield, guys. Damage. Guys, damage, please. Guys, are we damaging the shield? It does not feel like we are damaging the shield, guys. You guys are making me nervous. Is this a bigger shield than the rest? Please tell me I have enough time to break this. Oh, Lord. Oh. Did it seriously just kill everyone, man? Guys. Guys, just because we didn't break the shield. I'm not gonna lie. Not the coolest mechanic in the entire world, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Alright. Let's see what we want to do. I think I still have Lord Xeno. Let me bring her back. Can I just do the thing I did last time? Man. The fact that if you don't break the shield, it just goes dummy is a little bit annoying. Is it looking at me? Is it going to hit me from here? Hopefully not. It's just... Okay, it's just beating up on the PAL box, right? Alright, well... Hopefully it doesn't take too many. shots this way. It always costs a lot of coralum. Y'all know this hurts my heart to use this rifle this way. Man, I cannot believe that. Like, did y'all see the Bastigors just sitting there? Because they happened to use their charge before that shield, I guess? How could I have helped that? I guess if you put them in and out of the PAL box, you what is that music? Why did some music just, the heck is going on? Dude. Alright guys, sick new raid boss. Anyways, I guess you could do some PAL box shenanigans to try to avoid the charge. But it's like, man, you gotta do all of that just to dodge. Yo, is this attack on me? That's insane, it's hitting me from there. Plus, I'm outside of the circle. You're hacking for sure. And then, look, it does this too. It does a final kamikaze as well. That's crazy. Man. So I have a question. What if you get it down to 1 health by like 1 second? Do you still complete the raid? Because it takes like 10 seconds to blow up. Do you have to complete the raid with 10 seconds to spare? Is that how that works? Oh man, I might sound like a negative Nancy, but I can't even lie. That raid is not even fun, to be honest. I mean, even the normal version of that raid, I guess this must just be for end players. Like, I'm trying to look at this in a positive light and to not complain. I don't want to complain. So I'm going to try not to complain, but that's a new feature too. It kind of snaps you over to the next page if you're using a, whatchamacallit. If you're putting pals into the PAL box, I noticed that once this page got full, it brought me over here where these pals were being placed automatically. So that's interesting. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that just yet. I guess I'll need more time to find out. But man, even that raid in regular mode, I guess that must just be for end players, or I don't know. I see players all the time on YouTube do ridiculous stuff like, oh, 5 PAL raid, and they beat, you know, a raid with only 5 pals in their base. So I don't know. I guess there's people with much higher fighting capabilities out there than myself, and this would just be more of a challenge to them, or excuse me, less of a challenge to them and more fun. But man, to me, that was just like a little bit much. That was a little bit ridiculous. And I'm thinking, I know I don't have the right army for it. I know I don't have 5 perfectly bred Blazimuts and 5 perfectly bred Orserks. But I'm thinking, man, that was 1 that's pretty decently bred, and, you know, from 1 Blazimut and 1 Orserk that's pretty decently bred, and they're level 65, and I don't know, dude. Everyone on the field just gets one-shotted, and it's not even iffy. It's a definite. You know, you get one-shotted immediate. It is immediate death. I'm just like, damn, dude, is that supposed to be fun? You slip up and make 1 mistake and you're dead immediately? Like I said, for players who are a lot better than me, they're like, yeah, we're not making the mistake, so of course it's a lot more fun for us. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that. That makes a lot more sense to me. But I'm definitely the type of player that's making the mistake, you know. So to me, I like a little bit of leeway, a little bit of room to work with, you know. How much longer you need? You gotta sleep for 1:50. I guess I'll come back and grab you, maybe after the video's done. Let's go check out the other Hartalis, I guess. Now I'll have a breeding pair. But man, I can't even lie. That's a little bit disappointing. I forgot to write down Dark Shield. It just says Dark Shield. So I have to rewatch the recording just to verify, just to be 100% sure. It's only vulnerable to Dark type Nice and a Stout Fruit again. I've been getting Stout Fruits and Life Fruits from those guys, so at least that's good. So it's only vulnerable to dark type damage? Is that what in those shields? And then in the other shield, the first one is what? Electric at 454 and fire at 227, 250,000? Huh. Man, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty cool. You really are utilizing all the mechanics. There we go. I got a boss one off the rip. Man, he's brittle though. That's kind of annoying. Nice. Let's check it out though. Is it a different gender than the one I already got? Because if not, I'm gonna change it. Male, female. Nice. So I already have a breeding pair. Sick. I didn't even have to use a gender changer. Man, I cannot even lie. That is disappointing, man. I guess just for the regular, God, I gotta stop complaining. I sound like such a downer. I know I'm supposed to be like, oh, cool new content, but like the absolute grind that's gonna take for the average player, like that's a little bit too much in my opinion, you know? The absolute grind that it took to get all of those Bastagors, just to be able to beat like the Xenolord raid and to be able to beat the other raids, other than the Blazemut Ryu, because those guys are directly weakened to Blazemut Ryu. The Bastagors are weak. Just saying, making that one raid army for Xenolord was so difficult. So the fact that I've got to make another one, and it's got to be like 3 different types of pals, and I've got to do pal box shenanigans if I don't want to take any damage, it's a little bit ridiculous. But all right, let's do. Oh man, that's pretty sick. Size comparison. Yeah, we were not as tall as the statue last time, and now we are. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Hartalis, which makes me even more sad that, I don't know, I just like, didn't come out as cool as it could have. I feel like it should have been, how do you emote? Why is it not letting me do photo mode right now? Oh, man. Can I not do photo mode while riding a pal? Dang it. Alright, well, see if Hartalis will stand still and give me a photo mode angle. Nice. This is actually pretty sick. Let's see if I can get a good screenshot. Stand still, please. No, like why? What work are you doing? What work is there to do? Alright, yeah, I definitely don't like this pal. I'll have to screenshot it from the recording instead, but just a worthless pal. I don't know why they decided to chill by me for a second and then go lumber some random tree, but that's Hartalis, the new raid boss pal. It's really cool. I'm just super disappointed. It's not grass and water. It's just crazy to me that you have to go through all of that just to be able to, just for it to be neutral. Man, what the heck, dude? I'm seriously so disappointed by that. I hate to be a downer. I'll try to end it on a positive note. I mean, it definitely provides a way larger challenge. I thought I was going to be done with the game. All I got to do is defeat Blazemut and Blazemut Ryu, and I was going to be done with the game essentially here, but there's definitely a much larger challenge for me to take on now, so you know, I guess I'm excited about that. There's more things for me to accomplish in this game, but man, I cannot lie, it should have been a water and grass type pal. So one last time, this is Hartalis, the new raid boss pal. For anyone who watched and hopefully learned something, because I definitely learned a lot in just this video. I literally had to grab out my notepad. Voice is cooked. I literally had to grab out my notepad and write some things down, so definitely learned some things myself this video, but I hope you guys were able to learn something, or at least enjoy at the very least. But this is the end. Peace out and have a good one. I will catch you on the next one. GG's.